Hi everyone, my name is Nancy Chu, your friendly PM coach. Today we're talking about getting credibility. If you're doing everything right and still can't figure out why your manager doesn't quite see you or recognize you, it's probably not about your effort alone. You might be missing two of the four inputs that will systematically generate credibility as an output. And it's almost always the same two inputs that are missing. And they're particularly true for most of my women clients. I had a client bring this to me recently in one of our sessions, and she came in asking how to feel more comfortable with her manager. And the first question I asked her was whether she actually likes him, which is the first input into this machine that generates credibility as an output. Here's a clip from our coaching session where I walked her through the four different inputs into this credibility machine. And she was already doing two of them very well, but she's avoiding the other two. Let's watch this together. How to get your manager to like you, which is the same thing as saying, how do I get credibility? Getting manager to like you just means that you're credible from their perspective. I also see this as a machine that has inputs and outputs. The output being manager likes me because I'm credible. Anytime when you know that something is vague and ambiguous and it takes time to form, that's an output. And you cannot fully control the output. You can only control the inputs.
Right.
And so now I want to shift the focus from output to input.
Okay.
So rather than focusing on, oh, how do I feel more comfortable with my manager? Well, the easy answer is if the manager likes you, you can feel very comfortable with the manager, right? We're reverse engineering this goal. How do I feel more comfortable with my manager?
Right.
The step before that is your manager has to like you. The step before that is the manager has to think that you're credible. Okay,
Right.
these are the outputs that we're trying to get this machine to generate. Now let's talk about the inputs. In order for someone to like you, you actually have to like them first. You want to look for reasons to like your manager as a person and not as someone who is intimidating or someone who can make you, I don't know, insert your favorite emotion here.
Make me feel overwhelmed.
There you go. Okay. Step number one, which most people skip, is you have to look for reasons to like your manager as a human being.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, you've said the golden words.
Okay. If this doesn't come easily, then you force yourself to do it. That means you just have to look for reasons to like this person.
Mhm.
Okay. That's step number one. And then that's probably the hardest one to do. If this likability thing doesn't come for free, that means you have to work on it.
Right.
And there are other inputs to getting your manager to think that you're credible, which I bet that you're already doing, which is being super reliable. They tell you what to do, you do it. You just keep on repeating. That I'm
Right.
sure you're already doing.
Yes.
Okay, so that's another input. Third input is kind of like reliability, but the little things. Reliability really focuses on the big projects that they want you to work on, and you just always deliver the project. Integrity, I'm talking about the little things like, oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna send you a link after this call. Okay, you actually send over the link. Or I will add you to the meeting, right? You actually add them to me. The little things, that's the integrity part. That's hard for some people to do. So
Right.
that's another input into this machine. The next input into this machine is really understanding what your manager cares about and what their goals are, what their blockers are. And you go out of your way to remove those blockers for them, even beyond what they tell you to do.
Okay.
And
Got it.
sometimes you might come across a piece of information that's not really useful to you, but super useful to them. And then you tell them, hey, I found this out. It might be helpful for you. It's in non-corporate terms, it just feels like doing people favors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's again where I struggle. Like doing favors doesn't come out easily for me.
Yes. So there are four inputs into this system. The first one and last one are harder for most women. The middle two are easy for most women, which is reliability and integrity. Right? We're so good at that.
Right.
Yeah,
Extremely.
we're so good at that. But number one, you actually have to like them. That could be hard. And then the fourth one, which is do them favors. So you just focus on these four inputs
Okay.
over and over again. You're going to get the output on the other side, which is your manager is going to like you.
Right.
No one can convince me that this machine will not work if you focus on these four inputs.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing unknowingly or knowingly, the reliability and integrity happens for us naturally. We don't
Yes,
autopilot, right?
that's
That's our
right.
value system.
That's right. We are taught
Thought.
to be reliable and with integrity.
Yeah, the favors part is where
Yeah.
I feel like really, and
Yeah.
then liking part is
Mhm.
another part very hard.
Yeah. Did you catch the moment when she said doing favors doesn't come easily for me? And doing favors is actually more than helping other people with their projects. It also includes helping them easily understand the impact that you're driving. And that comes from you connecting the dots for them so that they don't have to think too hard about your impact and your work. And that's the work that we have to do, making things easier for other people to understand and to process. And you might be on a similar boat as my client, having already two of the inputs around reliability and integrity. And that's what makes you already senior. The other two are different inputs that this machine would need around likability and being in service of those around you. If you have been doing everything right and still not getting enough credibility and recognition, it's almost always because some of these inputs are lacking. So, question for you, which of these inputs are strong for you already and which inputs are not as strong? Comment below and let me know. I share more thinking like this if you also want to follow along in your inbox. The link is in the description. And if you would like to work together, that link is in the description as well. And if this video resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.